Hello and welcome to Camp Xbox, where we talk about all things Xbox from the original to the Series X, and today we are reviewing Starfield, the recent Bethesda RPG that made its debut on PC and Xbox. This marks the beginning of a new franchise for Bethesda, known for crafting immersive RPGs like Elder Scrolls and the Fallout series. As a fan of both science fiction and deep RPGs, I was eager to explore the new Starfield universe. One of Starfield's standout features is its exceptional lore and world building. Bethesda had the challenging task of creating an entirely new futuristic universe from scratch, and they've succeeded admirably. The game immerses you in a world populated by numerous characters with whom you can engage in meaningful conversations. These interactions help flesh out the universe, adding depth to your journey. You assume the role of a custom-created character who, after discovering a mysterious artifact, is recruited into Constellation, a group dedicated to unraveling the universe's mysteries. While the overarching narrative exists, Starfield encourages you to forge your own path and create your own story. Personally, I deviated from the main story, exploring other aspects of the game for nearly 20 hours before I moved on. Starfield embraces the essence of an RPG by allowing you to chart your adventure, whether it aligns with the central plot or not. I loved engaging with this game's world, and I found the narrative to be thoughtful. Even if it occasionally unfolds at a leisurely pace, the dialogue is consistently intriguing. It ensures that conversational moments remain engaging. The dialogue choices offer depth and variety, avoiding the limitations of a voiced main character, which was a drawback of Fallout 4 for myself. Starfield grants you the freedom to pursue various activities beyond just dialogue, though. You can opt to undertake missions from various boards, participate in cargo runs, rescue hostages, or eliminate threats on planets. Building and customizing your spacecraft is a feature I initially had reservations about. It actually turned out to be surprisingly engaging. Alternatively, you can explore planets, catalog their flora and fauna, and establish outposts for resource extraction. Personally, I had reservations about the outpost building, having not enjoyed similar mechanics in games like No Man's Sky, even in its updated form, or Fallout 4. However, in Starfield, outpost construction is simplified and straightforward. While it wasn't my primary focus, I appreciated the option to build smaller outposts and refine my settlements. What I admire about Starfield is that it doesn't compel you to engage in any of these activities. Instead, it provides many options, allowing you to spend in-game days pursuing other interests. Personally, I delved into missions, side quests, and stories, aligning with my preference for narrative-driven experiences. Hopping between planets and cities is a breeze, with short jumps bridging the gaps. While some may miss the notion of flying between planets, I appreciated the game's realistic approach, emphasizing the vast distances between different galaxies in an empty space. While playing Starfield, I did encounter occasional frame rate issues, especially when entering specific cities. Typically, I'm not overly concerned about frame rates, but these hiccups were hard to ignore. However, I want to emphasize that apart from these isolated frame rate problems, my experience was remarkably smooth. I came across very few bugs, which is surprising for a Bethesda game, especially at launch. This game has been quite polished in that regard. In terms of visuals, it looks great. While the overall presentation is impressive, there are some quirks in the faces of NPCs that can be somewhat jarring. Nevertheless, the game shines when it comes to environmental detail. Settlements and bases are richly adorned with intricacies that invite you to slow down and soak in the atmosphere. The world building is exceptional, and I often found myself pausing to admire the meticulous clutter and environmental storytelling. The action in Starfield is another highlight, featuring fast-paced gunplay. If you opt for jetpack upgrades, combat becomes even more exhilarating, as you can seamlessly navigate the terrain while engaging enemies. The perk system in the game is well executed, unlike Bethesda's previous titles where certain features were part of the base kit, such as the stealth meter. Starfield introduces these elements through perks unlocked as you level up. I found this system reminiscent of old school RPGs, allowing you to craft a unique character with a distinct skill set. And this game features a stunning score as well by Inon Zur, with music that seamlessly blends with the gameplay, enhancing the sense of exploration. The score's gradual fade-ins and fade-outs during gameplay contribute to an immersive experience. I'm enamored with the RPG elements in Starfield as they offer depth and flexibility for creating your narrative. Even with just 2 days of playtime, the game remains overwhelming in terms of available content. I still have unexplored factions, additional side quests, and spacers to confront on many planets. From the fast-paced action sequences to the more relaxed exploration phases, I never experienced a dull moment. Starfield encapsulates what I seek in an RPG, a captivating world to explore and lose yourself in. While it may not be a perfect game, it offers more than enough to compensate for any elements that I didn't want to dig into. It stands out as an outstanding sci-fi RPG with something to offer every type of gamer. I wholeheartedly recommend giving Starfield a try. But that wraps it up for today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It helps me out a lot, as well as subscribe. And I'll see you here next time, here at Camp Xbox.